Here comes the morning light. Everything is feeling bright. Leave your worries in the past. Make this good vibration last. Oh, 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 it's a perfect day. Let the music Here comes the morning light. Everything is feeling bright. Leave your worries in the past. Here comes the morning light. Everything is feeling bright. Leave your worries in the past. Make this good vibration last. Oh, 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 it's a perfect day. Let the music lead the way. Let the music lead the way. Here comes the morning light. Everything is feeling bright. Leave your worries in the past. Make this good vibration last. Oh, 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 it's a perfect day. Let the music lead the way. Let the music lead the way. Here comes the morning light. Everything is feeling bright. Leave your worries in the past. Make this good vibration last. Oh, 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 it's a perfect day. Let the music lead the way. Let the music lead the way. Here comes the morning light. Everything is feeling bright. Leave your worries in the past. Make this good vibration last. Oh, oh. Here comes the morning light. Everything is feeling bright. Leave your worries in the past. Make this good vibration last. Oh, 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 it's a perfect day. Let the music lead the way. Let the music lead the way. Here comes the morning light.
Hello, my lovely, beautiful people. Hope all you guys are having a great Monday, but also hope all you guys had a great and magical Father's Day weekend. Again, guys, happy late Father's Day to all you fathers out there, and happy beloved late Father's Day to my mom. I said happy Father's Day to my mom yesterday, but I didn't say it on the channel, so that's why we're going to. But anyway, getting back to it, guys, since it is still the month of June and it is a Monday, guys, we are going to talk about something on Mental Monday. But I don't really want to make this one very long. I kind of want to do the short, simple, and sweet version. So someone asked me, if I was going to talk about a mental behavioral hospital stay, and I kind of was hesitant on it. I didn't know if I didn't really want to talk about it and all that. I wanted to, kind of move on from that. Maybe when it is Mental Health Week, we can introduce that and talk about it. But then, then I got asked, to talk about the behavior side of it. And that's something I was up for. So that's what we're going to do. So I want you guys just to sit back, relax, and before you know it, we will have Rocky over here, and you guys can watch Rocky play some fetch. Okay, people. All right, let's get into our history lesson of the day. So I want you guys to understand I have been in a behavioral mental hospital 8 times in my life, and during those 8 times I've only been in 4 different facilities. But it's very important that I get this out there, guys, that when it comes to mental health, a lot of people make like what I call excuses. Oh yeah, he did a crime, he or she did a crime, but they have a mental health issue. And I get it. Okay, sometimes when we're not right in the head, we're not thinking right, or we're in a psychotic episode, we tend to do things that are not the best. Decision making, okay? Yeah, that's a good way to actually use an example of it. But at the end of the day, guys, you got to know one thing, okay? Mentally ill, not mentally ill, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you are still reliable for your actions, okay? I got told in therapy group, we had to be not taught this, but preach this, okay? Every action you do, every decision you make, doesn't matter if you're in a psychotic state, mental state, doesn't matter. You're still responsible for that action. And it's so overlooked these days, guys. I cannot tell you guys. I shared my mental health journey story at a elementary school earlier this summer. And the one thing I wanted to preach and get in the kids' head is, despite what I went through, despite me, having a psychotic episode or whatever break, I'm still reliable for every action I do. Okay, and I'm not saying that like, hey, if you're mentally ill, you're a bad person. No, I mean, some of the most successful people in the world, ladies and gentlemen, the entire universe, actually are some form of mentally ill. There's nothing wrong with being mentally ill, guys. And I want you guys to also understand that. Nothing wrong at all. Nada. Okay? But you still need to relax and remember to to be careful, okay? I know the one thing I've said a lot on this channel throughout my journey is that I've done a lot of crazy things. And when I got right in the head and I was doing better, I had no memory of doing those things or whatever. It's not saying that, hey, I'm not saying that I didn't do it. It's just I had no recollection of it, okay? So I want you guys to just remember one thing, okay? This one thing. If you are ever struggling, it is very important that you talk to someone. Very important. It doesn't have to be mom and dad. It doesn't have to be family. It doesn't have to be a friend, but you do need to talk to someone. Okay, it is better. And the reason I say this is because it will show right then and there in the moment that you want help and that you are acknowledging that there is something wrong. And that's important. I want you guys just to remember that, all right? So, despite you losing it, guys, I was always told if you want to punch a wall, punch a pillow, okay? And just, you know what? Always remember that it's okay not to be okay. It is okay to say, I am struggling, I'm having a bad day. It's okay, okay? But it's not okay. Remember this, it's not okay to use your mental behavior for doing something, okay? For punching a hole in the wall. You got to remember, if you punch a hole in the wall, yeah, you may have been in a mental state. I totally get it. But at the end of the day, you got to make the consequence for that. You got to meet the consequence. You got to pay the price. And when, the older you get, the more severe the consequences will get, okay? Now, when I was in a mental behavioral hospital, I'm not saying I was a perfect patient and all that, but I'm saying this, okay? Everybody we all have issues, but there's a good way. This is what a police officer, I'm not going to say this officer, I'm not going to say her name, but I'm just going to say there was a police officer and she told me, okay? She told me, you seem like a good kid, Ryan, a great young man, okay? But you got to find a different way to go about this. And I did, okay? I did. You know, as a matter of fact, instead of continuing what I was doing, I took a step back and I always reached out to her if I was ever struggling. And you know what? She always responded. And she kept her promise and I kept mine. And you know what? I want you guys to understand that sometimes you have to be told stuff you don't want to hear. And that was the case right there. I got told stuff I did not want to hear. But at the end of the day, guys, no matter what happens, you guys are responsible for your actions. All right. And another way, every action you have, there is a reaction. So, yeah, so that's about it. I am going to take a pause for the cause. I am going to get Rocky over here so you guys can watch him play fetch. And then we will call it a night.